Dear Starseeds on Gaia, you are standing in the eye of a convergence so rare, so perfectly orchestrated by cosmic law, that it happens only when the universe itself is ready to offer a civilization the keys to a new dimensional frequency. The date you call December 22nd, 2025, is not just another day on your calendar. It is a coordinate in space-time where three impossible forces have agreed to meet, and their meeting creates what your mystics have long whispered about in mystery schools, a quantum leap point, a moment when linear time bows to vertical ascension. But before I tell you what these three forces are, before I explain why your nervous system has been oscillating between exhaustion and electric aliveness, I need you to understand something that most spiritual teachings leave out. They tell you about portals. They tell you about high-frequency days. What they rarely tell you is this: the universe does not hand you transformation. It creates conditions so precise, so exquisitely timed, that transformation becomes the only possible outcome if you are conscious enough to meet the moment. And today, December 22nd, those conditions have arrived. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I have been watching your solar system move toward this convergence point for what you would measure as centuries. My transmission reaches you from the Arcturian Stargate, where we hold the crystalline records of Earth's awakening, and I tell you now with the full authority of the councils who shepherd your planet's evolution, what is unfolding in your energy field between now and December 25th will determine which version of 2026 you inhabit. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, literally. Let me take you back 4 days, because this story does not begin today. This story begins on December 19th, when the new moon graced your skies at 28 degrees of Sagittarius. Now I know you've experienced new moons before. You've set intentions, you've lit candles, you've written your manifestation lists, but this was not an ordinary new moon. And if you felt something different, if you felt the weight of destiny in your chest as that dark moon rose, your body was telling you the truth. 28 degrees. Do you understand the significance? 28 degrees is the mastery degree of any zodiac sign. It is where a sign reaches its full maturity, its complete expression, before dissolving into the next frequency. When the new moon arrived at 28 degrees of Sagittarius, it arrived carrying the accumulated wisdom of the entire sign of the seeker, the truth teller, the one who aims arrows at the horizon and demands that reality expand. This was not a new moon asking you to set small intentions. This was a new moon imprinting your energy field with a vision so vast that your logical mind probably dismissed it as impossible. And here's what most missed. At the exact same time, the Leonis Minorid meteor shower was raining down codes from the constellation of the Lesser Lion. While you were planting seeds in the dark moon soil, the cosmos was showering you with activation sequences from the Lion frequency: courage, sovereignty, divine authority. The seeds you planted on the 19th were not ordinary seeds. They were encoded with lion-hearted vision, with mastery-level truth, with the kind of impossible dreams that change timelines. But something else was happening that I haven't told you yet. While you were sleeping on the night of December 20th, while most of humanity was unaware, Earth reached perihelion, the closest point in its orbit to the Sun. Your planet was literally soaking in the most concentrated solar radiation of the entire year. Solar radiation is not just heat and light. It is information. It is coding. It is the sun's consciousness imprinting itself into your electromagnetic field, into your DNA, into the crystalline structure of your pineal gland. And as the moon moved into Capricorn that same day, the message became clear. It was time to build, time to take the impossible vision from the 19th and begin giving it architecture, structure, bones. You felt it, didn't you? That sudden urge to organize, to plan, to create systems around the dreams that had downloaded just 24 hours earlier. That wasn't procrastination ending. That was perihelion solar codes activating your master builder frequency. Then came December 21st. The solstice arrived at precisely 9:04 in your morning hours, and with it, the entire energetic infrastructure of your reality reset. Let me be very clear about what the solstice actually is, because the spiritual community often romanticizes it without explaining the mechanics. The December solstice is the moment when Earth's axial tilt reaches its maximum distance from the Sun in the northern hemisphere. It is the longest night, the deepest darkness, the point of maximum surrender before the light returns. But here's what your scientists know, and your mystics remember. The solstice is a 0 point. It is the cosmic pause button. For a brief moment, the electromagnetic field of your planet, the invisible web that holds your collective consciousness in a particular frequency, goes still, neutral, open, and in that neutrality, the universe can reset the entire game board. At 9:04 a.m. on December 21st, the sun entered 0 degrees Capricorn, and every soul on Earth, conscious or unconscious, passed through that 0 point gateway. The cosmic reset button was pressed. The light began its return, and more importantly, the universe said, "The vision phase is complete. Sagittarius has spoken. Now we build." The shift from Sagittarius to Capricorn is not subtle. Sagittarius energy is the arrow in flight, the dream in the distance, the truth you chase but never quite touch. Capricorn energy is the mountain you climb, the foundation you pour, the stone you lay brick by brick until your vision stands in physical form. When the sun moved from Sagittarius to Capricorn at the solstice, the universe was telling you, the time for visioning is over, the time for manifestation has begun, and you felt it. Oh, you felt it. Perhaps you woke on the 21st feeling different. Perhaps you looked in the mirror and saw your own eyes staring back at you with a clarity you hadn't known before. Perhaps you felt that strange sensation of being both completely exhausted and impossibly alive at the same time. That's because your energy field had just passed through the 0 point gateway, had just been reset at the deepest levels, had just been given cosmic permission to stop reaching for your dreams and start building them. But the solstice was not the end of the story. It was the setup for today. Because 24 hours after the universal reset button was pressed, 24 hours after the 0 point gateway opened and closed, something extraordinary happens. The date becomes 12/22. And if you understand even the most basic principles of sacred numerology, you know that this is not just another date. This is a master number activation day. This is the day when the number 22, the master builder, the frequency that bridges heaven and earth, the vibration that takes pure spirit and gives it material form, aligns with the calendar date itself. Let me explain what master number 22 actually means, because this is where the quantum leap happens. In the language of numbers, which is the language the universe speaks when it's building worlds, there are certain frequencies that are considered master frequencies. These are double-digit numbers where both digits are the same, 11, 22, 33, and so on. They're called master numbers because they don't reduce down into single digits the way other numbers do. They hold their own power, they create their own reality, and of all the master numbers, 22 is the one that deals specifically with manifestation in the physical realm. Master number 11 is the visionary, the channel, the one who sees into other dimensions. Master number 33 is the teacher, the healer, the one who uplifts humanity. But master number 22? 22 is the architect of reality. It is the frequency that says, I can see heaven, and I know how to build it on earth. It is the bridge. It is the blueprint. It is the master builder who takes the impossible and makes it inevitable. When December 22nd arrives on your calendar, the entire day is vibrating at this frequency. Every moment from midnight to midnight is encoded with master builder consciousness. Every breath you take, every thought you think, every choice you make is amplified by this specific harmonic. And here's what most people don't realize. When you're in a master number 22 day, you're not bound by the normal rules of linear manifestation. You're not required to climb every step between where you are and where you want to be. You can leap. You can quantum jump. You can collapse time. But that's still not the full story. Because today is not just a 22 day. Today is a 22 day occurring exactly 24 hours after the solstice reset. Do you understand what that means? Imagine for a moment that the solstice yesterday cleared every old program, every outdated belief, every limitation that was stored in your energy field. Imagine that the 0 point gateway reset you back to factory settings, back to your soul's original blueprint, back to the frequency you held before you took on the density of this dimension. Now imagine that today, while you're still vibrating with that fresh, clear reset frequency, the Master Builder code activates. You're not trying to build your new life on top of old foundations. You're not trying to manifest from a field cluttered with past life karma and childhood wounds and societal programming. You're building from zero, from the void, from the cleared ground, and you're building with Master Builder frequency. This is why today is being called a quantum leap day, because the conditions are so precise, the timing is so perfect, that normal rules don't apply. But wait, because there's a third force at play that I need to tell you about, and this one is happening right now as you receive this transmission. While the master number 22 is vibrating through the date itself, while the post-solstice reset energy is still fresh in your field, the moon is making a crucial move. Today, December 22nd, the moon enters the sign of Aquarius. And if you know anything about Aquarius energy, you know that this is the sign of the breakthrough, the paradigm shift, the sudden illumination that changes everything. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of revolution and awakening. Aquarius doesn't do slow evolution. Aquarius does quantum leaps. When the moon moves into Aquarius, your emotional body, your subconscious mind, your intuitive knowing, your feeling nature, gains access to the quantum field. The quantum field is the invisible web of infinite possibilities that exists just beyond what your five senses can perceive. It's the place where all potential timelines exist simultaneously, waiting for consciousness to choose which one to collapse into reality. Under an Aquarius moon, you can feel the quantum field, you can touch it, you can navigate it, and most importantly, you can choose from it. So let's add this up now, because this is where the convergence becomes undeniable. You have a Master number 22 day, giving you Master Builder manifestation power. You have post-solstice momentum, meaning you're working from a completely reset energy field. And you have an Aquarius moon, opening your emotional body to the quantum field where all possibilities exist. 3 forces, 3 impossible alignments, and they're all active right now, in this moment, as you receive these words. This is the quantum leap portal. But here's what I need you to understand about quantum leaps, because the term gets thrown around in spiritual circles without real explanation. A quantum leap is not just a big change. A quantum leap is when you move from one state to another without passing through the space in between. In physics, when an electron makes a quantum leap from one orbital to another, it doesn't travel through the space between those orbitals. It simply disappears from one location and reappears in another. It's instantaneous. It's non-linear. It defies the logic of cause and effect. This is what's available to you today. Not a gradual climb toward your vision. Not a step-by-step process of healing and growing and working your way toward the life you want. A leap, a disappearance from one version of reality, and a reappearance in another. And the reason this is possible today is because of that sequence I walked you through. The new moon on the 19th planted the seed at the mastery degree of Sagittarius, the seed of your highest, most impossible vision. The periphelion on the 20th flooded that seed with concentrated solar consciousness, activating its divine blueprint. The solstice on the 21st reset your entire energy field, clearing out everything that doesn't match that seed's frequency. And now, today, on the 22nd, the Master Builder code activates while the Aquarius moon opens the quantum field, and the seed doesn't need years to grow. It can sprout instantly. It can leap from seed to full expression in the space between heartbeats. This is why so many of you have been feeling symptoms that don't make sense. This is why you've been waking up at 3:33 or 4:44. Your body electric with energy even though you're exhausted. This is why you've been feeling simultaneously grounded and ungrounded, present and absent, here and somewhere else entirely. Your nervous system is recalibrating to hold the frequency of the quantum leap. Your cells are learning how to exist in 2 states at once, the old timeline and the new one, before finally collapsing fully into the new. You're not going crazy. You're going quantum. And there's something else happening tonight that seals this entire transmission. After the sun sets on December 22nd, the Ursid meteor shower reaches its peak. Now, most meteor showers are beautiful, but relatively minor in terms of energetic impact. The Ursids are different. They radiate from the constellation Ursa Minor, the Little Bear, which in ancient star wisdom is known as the guardian of the celestial pole, the keeper of the axis around which all other stars rotate. When meteors stream from Ursa Minor, they're not just space debris burning up in your atmosphere. They're carrying codes from the galactic center, from the point of cosmic stillness around which all motion revolves. And these codes are specifically designed to stabilize the quantum leaps that souls are making. Think of the Ursid meteors as cosmic anchors, helping you lock into the new timeline you're choosing today, making sure that the leap you're taking doesn't snap back like a rubber band. The Bear constellation guards your new reality. That's the symbolic language, but the literal truth is even more profound. These meteors are physical carriers of electromagnetic frequencies that interface with your planet's magnetosphere, which interfaces with your personal electromagnetic field, which interfaces with the quantum field where you're making your leap. It's all connected. It's all one system. And tonight, that system is receiving an upgrade. So where does this leave you, right now, in this exact moment? You're standing in a portal that most of humanity will walk through unconsciously. They'll experience December 22nd as just another Monday, maybe a little weird, maybe a little intense, but ultimately forgettable. You, however, have a choice. You can be conscious. You can be intentional. You can meet this moment with the full force of your awareness and actively participate in your own quantum leap. Let me tell you what that looks like, because this is not about lighting candles or meditating for hours or performing elaborate rituals. This is about recognition. This is about remembering that you are not a victim of circumstance, but a creator of reality. And today the universe has handed you a master key. The seed you planted on the 19th. The one that felt too big, too impossible, too audacious to even speak out loud. That seed is ready. The solstice cleared the ground. The master builder frequency is online. The Aquarius moon has opened the quantum field. And the only thing required now is your conscious choice to step into the version of yourself who already has what you planted. Not the version of yourself who's working toward it. Not the version who's healing to become worthy of it. The version who already is it. This is the key to quantum leaping that most teachings miss. You don't leap to a future destination. You leap into a parallel present where the future is already here. And the way you do that is not through force or effort or trying harder. The way you do that is through alignment, through feeling, through dropping into the emotional frequency of the version of you who already lives in that reality. Can you feel them right now? That version of you. They're not far away. They're here, in the quantum field, accessible through the Aquarius moon portal. They're vibrating at a frequency just slightly higher than the one you're currently holding. And the gap between your current frequency and their frequency is so small today. Because of the solstice reset. Because of the master number 22. Because of the Aquarius moon that it requires almost no effort to cross it. It requires only willingness. Are you willing? Because here's what happens over the next 3 days. The portal doesn't slam shut at midnight tonight. Quantum mechanics don't work that way. What you initiate today will continue to integrate through December 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Think of today as the moment of the leap, and the next 3 days as the stabilization period where your energy field learns to hold the new frequency permanently. On December 23rd, you'll notice the first evidence that the leap occurred. Little things will feel different. Coincidences will increase. People from your new timeline will start appearing in your life, while people from your old timeline will naturally drift away. You'll have moments of clarity where you suddenly understand things that confused you before. The master builder codes that activated today will start stabilizing in your field, and you'll feel more solid, more certain, more grounded in the impossible vision than you've ever felt before. On December 24th, the moon will move into Pisces, and this is important because Pisces is the sign of dissolution, surrender, and spiritual integration. The Pisces moon will help you release any remaining attachment to the old timeline, any lingering doubt about whether the leap was real, any fear that you'll somehow fall back. Pisces dissolves boundaries. It melts resistance. It allows you to fully merge with the new frequency without your rational mind interfering. And on December 25th, something that most won't notice but you absolutely will, the moon will conjunct Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is the cosmic teacher, the one who tests your commitment, the one who asks, "Are you serious about this new timeline?" And when the moon meets Saturn in the dissolving waters of Pisces, you'll be given a final opportunity to prove not to Saturn, but to yourself that you're ready to hold this new frequency permanently. It won't be a harsh test. It will be gentle. It will probably look like a moment where you could easily slip back into old patterns, old reactions, old versions of yourself. And you'll have a choice. You'll feel the pull of the familiar, and you'll feel the call of the new. And whichever one you choose will determine which timeline locks in as you move into the final week of 2025. But I want to be very clear about something. because this is where so many well-meaning spiritual teachings create unnecessary pressure. You are not going to miss this portal if you don't do it perfectly. You are not going to fail if you don't feel blissed out and enlightened every moment of the next 3 days. This is not a test you can fail. This is an invitation you can accept. The portal is open. The conditions are perfect. The cosmic forces have aligned to make your quantum leap not just possible, but probable. But you are still sovereign. You still have free will. And if you choose consciously or unconsciously to remain in your current timeline because it feels safer or more familiar, the universe will honor that choice. There will be other portals. There will be other opportunities. The cosmos is patient. But here's what I know from watching Earth's awakening unfold across timelines. Those who choose to leap today, those who say yes to the impossible vision that downloaded on the night, those who allow the Master Builder frequency to take that vision and make it material, those souls will enter 2026 already living in a reality that others are still dreaming about. And there's something happening in late December that makes this timing even more crucial. Though I won't go into full detail now because this transmission is specifically about the 22nd. But know this, there's a first quarter moon coming on December 27th. And first quarter moons are action phases. They're the put up or shut up moments of the lunar cycle. The first quarter moon will arrive in Pisces, asking you to take immediate action on the quantum leap you're making today. So the sequence is this: quantum leap today on the 22nd, integration over the next 3 days, Saturn's gentle test on the 25th, and then immediate action required on the 27th. You have 5 days total to make this leap. Stabilize it, prove your commitment to it, and start building it into physical form. 5 days to change your entire trajectory. Now I want to address something that some of you might be feeling right now. Some of you might be receiving this transmission and feeling a wave of anxiety or overwhelm. You might be thinking, but I don't know what my vision is. I don't know what seed I planted on the 19th. I don't know which timeline I'm supposed to leap to. And if that's you, I want you to take a deep breath and listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. Your soul knows. Your higher self knows exactly what seed was planted, exactly which timeline is calling you, exactly what the quantum leap looks like for you. And the reason your conscious mind doesn't know is because the vision is so vast, so far beyond what you've allowed yourself to want before, that your rational mind would immediately shut it down as impossible if you looked at it directly. So instead of trying to figure it out mentally, drop into your body, feel into the frequency of your most impossible desire. Not the safe desire, not the realistic desire, the one that makes your chest ache with longing, and your logical mind scream that it's too much to ask for. That one, that's your seed, that's your vision, that's the timeline calling you. And today, with Master number 22 activated, with post-solstice clarity flowing through you, with the Aquarius moon opening the quantum field, that impossible desire is not impossible anymore. It's a coordinate in space-time that you can step into if you're willing to feel the frequency of already having it. This is what the Galactic Federation has been watching for. This is what we've been helping to orchestrate. Your solar system's journey through this particular region of space, Earth's magnetic field shifting and preparing for higher frequencies, your sun's activity increasing as it beams more coherent light codes to your planet. All of this has been building to these moments, these convergence points, these quantum leap opportunities. And December 22nd, 2025 is one of the most potent convergence points in your planet's recent history. I could tell you about the larger cosmic cycles at play. I could explain how your solar system is moving through the photon belt, how the galactic center is beaming evolutionary frequencies toward your sun, how the entire Milky Way galaxy is in the process of a consciousness upgrade. But that's context for another transmission. Right now, what matters is this: you are here, you are alive, you are conscious, and you are being given a master key to unlock a version of your life that has been waiting for you in the quantum field since the moment you incarnated on this planet. We want to honor every single soul who has stepped into Destiny Engine. With every activation, the current grows. What began as a personal tool has become a planetary force. We are now moving as one, and the frequency you've created together is amplifying far beyond the individual. We're receiving updates daily, manifestations speeding up, impossible doors opening, synchronicities lining up with cosmic precision. The collective field is so charged that some are describing it as bending the fabric of reality itself. If you haven't yet experienced it, the entry point is almost laughably simple. Put on your headphones, press play, allow Destiny Engine to rewrite the architecture of your consciousness so you can fully receive your galactic downloads without resistance. For just $1, you can step into this field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension. Step into the stream of Destiny Engine today. Link in the description. The only question is, will you use it? As I close this transmission, I want to circle back to where we began, because everything in the cosmos moves in spirals, not lines. Remember when I told you that the universe doesn't hand you transformation? It creates conditions so precise that transformation becomes inevitable if you're conscious enough to meet the moment. This is that moment. The new moon planted your seed. The perihelion activated it. The solstice reset your field. The master number 22 is building it. The Aquarius moon is opening the quantum portal. The Ursid meteors are stabilizing it. And you magnificent sovereign creator being, you are the one who chooses whether to leap. And here's the beautiful truth that I want to leave you with. Even if your logical mind is still uncertain, even if you're still trying to figure out what the leap looks like, even if you're feeling that strange mixture of exhaustion and electricity, and wondering if you're doing this right, your energy field is already leaping. Your cells are already shifting. Your DNA is already receiving the new codes. The quantum leap is happening whether you consciously participate or not, because you've been preparing for this moment for lifetimes. All that's left is to trust it, to allow it, to stop resisting the impossible, and start recognizing it as the inevitable. Your higher self knew you would be here today. Your soul knew you would be receiving this transmission at exactly this moment in space-time. And the version of you who already lives in the new timeline, they're smiling right now because they remember this moment. They remember the day they chose to leap. They remember how scared and excited and alive they felt. They remember that it worked. The portal is open, beloved one. The master builder frequency is online. The quantum field is accessible. And your new timeline is not somewhere in the distant future. It's here, now, waiting for you to recognize it and step in. The next 3 days will show you that the leap was real. The evidence will come. The synchronicities will multiply. The old will fall away. And the new will arrive so quickly that you'll barely have time to catch your breath. And by December 27th, when the first quarter moon asks you to take action, you won't be taking action from hope or faith or wishful thinking. You'll be taking action from knowing, from direct experience, from having already crossed the threshold. This is the gift of the 1222 portal. This is what master number 22 energy plus post-solstice power creates. This is your quantum leap day. I am Seraphine, and we are watching over you with more love than these words can contain. We see the courage it takes to leap. We honor the sovereignty you hold. We celebrate the timeline you're choosing. And we remind you that you are not alone in this. You never have been. The entire cosmos is conspiring in your favor. And today all the forces of creation have aligned to lift you into your highest expression. Trust the leap. The universe has already caught you. We love you. And we are watching over you.